Hi, I'm KJ, the filmmaker slash artist, and welcome to Storyboard My Life. So right now I'm not going to talk right now, so I'm just going to use myself and do all the talking, or rather Speechelo to do all the talking from now on. And another thing to note, I no longer use Storyboard Pro anymore. I end up using Photoshop to do Storyboard and all, and it's kind of like the same thing on how I did that whole entire FNAF timeline thing, for all that matters. So I'm just going to start with Speechelo. So anyhow, take it away, Speechelo.
Hi, I'm KJH, the filmmaker slash artist. Today, I'm going to talk about my life with autism. This happens when I was 3 years old, and my parents thought I had a hearing problem, so they took me to the doctor, and the doctor said that I have a new form of autism. I was socially awkward, I couldn't communicate well until later, and I didn't like it when people try to touch me or give me a hug and a kiss, which kind of made me feel like the victim. I was shy at school all because I was afraid that I might say the worst things ever, and I ended up doing it by standing up to a bully, which, spoiler alert, got me in trouble. I have grammar issues, I get distracted easily over a board or a sign, and I get repetitive. How I get repetitive is when I listen to the same old music over and over, eat the same things over, and I used to say the same things over and over, and for some is what they say on TV, movie, video games or something, especially whenever it's a famous quote. I used to be addictive to watching the same movies over and over, but I might explain that in a different video. I do talk out loudly to myself about something, but I didn't say it to anybody else. Part of it is none of their business, and two is that people might stare like I'm weird, so I just have to stay silent just to act normal. And I sometimes think the same thing over and over, for there might be some parts that I can't get it out of my head. Maybe it's that popular horror video game that everyone talking about, you know what I mean. But I wasn't trying to favorite it or anything, it's just repetition. My grammar is kind of a mess when I was trying to say something, but I ended up pausing too much, like I lost my sight of thinking, so I ended up talking too slow. That explains why I ended up cutting the pausing part while editing for some YouTube videos like at the Art Studios and KJH Family and Fun. I ended up replacing it with either Speechelo or let my cell phone do the talking to reduce editing. One thing to note is that I do get OCD for us trying to keep things clean. I somehow get PTSD after one shocking event that happens, promising myself to never do it again, or I was a victim before, and I've also had some anger issues whenever things doesn't get in my way all the time, or I was just being impatient. All of that impatientness makes me feel irritated whenever I'm hungry. And yeah, I do get hungry sometimes, but in all fairness, you don't want to see me getting angry. But I know that you would have seen me as if I have become a monster in reality. Nobody wants that. Part of it is that I don't say bad words, so I ended up using replacement profanity instead, where I just say the words like "oh great garbage," or "trash" or "trashtopia," or even replace the forbidden H word with the word underworld. I type replacement profanity in my script while typing. Part of it is that I was trying to prevent myself from saying God's name in vain, so I never said that forbidden OMG quote, but it was replaced with this word instead. For me, on the other hand, I even called myself a kid trapped inside of an adult's body, all because I think like a child or do some childish things that makes me feel like a child. I ended up believing that I have a mind of a child, but it makes me part of myself for who I am from the inside. And part of it makes me miss my childhood, for I might wish that I was a kid again. What's so positive about me is that I'm still a good storyteller and a script writer, but I ended up letting my relatives look at the script before it became a final film. I'm still a good artist, and I've also created experimental films as well as narrative films, even though I can still create my own stuff. I'm still an independent thinking, for I come up with ideas, dream big, and go ambitious as long as I don't take it way too far, like for example, creating a Frankenstein monster gone horribly wrong. I'm still a visualized thinker, for I am kind of smart in that I can read. When I read, it made me what to think about what is going on in the story or how I follow the instructions. I'm good at doing the math, for I know how to measure things and all. And what's also positive about me is that I do own a website, which is in the description down below. Then again, I ended up learning that you can't let autism define you, But it's who you are, which makes you yourself. I might have to say thanks for watching. You can subscribe to the channels including all the other 2 channels for free, and you can look at the playlist for Storyboard My Life. You can give this video a like if you like it or have autism yourself or know anyone who has autism, show them this video, and make sure you give the artist and filmmaker a high five. So thanks for watching.